Story about Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. Once there was a couple, a man and his wife, and they were happily married, but they didn't have any children. And they tried, they prayed, and they gave charity, and they got blessings from rabbis, everything. Nothing worked. They didn't have any children. Now, the law is that a person, if he's married for 10 years, a couple, they're married for 10 years, and they don't have any children, that it's a good idea that they should get divorced, that it's not a good couple, and that they won't have any children. The main reason of getting married is to have children. There, of course, are exceptions. You don't have to get divorced and things like that, but nevertheless. So they went to Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, and they said, what should we do? You know, we tried everything. We tried blessings. We tried this. Should we? So the Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai said, I think it's a good idea. You should get divorced. And I think just like you got married, you made a party, I think you get divorced, you should make a divorce party. Divorce party. Nobody really heard of a divorce party before. But it's an idea, you know, make a divorce party. I mean, for sure, if there was such a thing that was popular, it would be good for like the bands and for the caterers and things like that. You know, you have. But nevertheless, he said you should make a divorce party. So they say, okay, divorce party. He said to the woman and to the man, I want you to come to me though individually, and I want to direct you how you make a divorce party. No one makes a divorce party. There's no laws of making a divorce party. And so Rabbi Shimon says, I'm going to tell you how to do it. And with it. So the man goes to him and he tells him the details about how to get divorced and everything. And the woman comes also. So they make this big party. So they make the big party, a divorce party. Everybody comes. People are not really so happy because they wouldn't like to see these people get divorced. But on the other hand, it means that there's going to be a new beginning. They'll get married and they'll have children. And they both forgive each other. So the woman stands up and she said, I would like to make a toast. Please, everybody. I'd like to make a toast. She says to her husband, also, I would like it if you would make a toast with me. I would like to make a toast to our old marriage that we had. We should always remember the good things. Makes a toast. She says, now I would like to make a toast to my husband. Make a toast. He's been such a good husband for 10 years. Make a toast. Meanwhile, he says, okay. So he takes a drink. He drinks. She's taking a little sip each time. He takes a whole cup. Now I would like to make a l'chaim to my husband's father. He's been such a good person to us, and to my husband's mother. Now I would like to make a toast to my mother, to my father. Now I would like to make a toast to our new future, to my husband's bride to come. I would like to make a toast to her father, make a toast to their father. Meanwhile, she's making all these toasts, and he's drinking, and all these toasts. And then she said, oh yes, and Rabbi Shimon said that I should also make a toast that because what we're doing, what God wants is that the temple should be rebuilt, and another toast for the Mashiach should come. I'd like to make another toast that your wedding should succeed and that you should have children. Let's make a toast for the first son that you will be born. The second one will be born. It's making toast. He makes about like 35 toasts. That guy's like totally drunk, knocked out. And she says, okay, now your turn. So he stands up and he can barely talk. He says, I'd like to make a toast to the future, to the past. And he passes out. Good. So the next morning he wakes up, and he wakes up, his head really hurts. Wow, how much did he drink? He doesn't know what time is in the morning. He says, he looks around, he says Modeh, he washes his hands, he stumbles to the sink. Where's the sink? What's going on? He realizes he's not in his own house. Wow, where is he? Maybe it's in somebody's house. There he sees his wife is standing there, the wife that he was supposed to get divorced from. So he said, where am I? She said, well, you're in my father's house. I brought you to my father's house. I mean, we got divorced. You know, you have your house, I have my house. I brought you to my father's house. So what do you do? What'd you do that? Oh, this is because I'm living with my father now. So he said, I don't understand what's going on. What's happening? She said, well, listen, we got all drunk. And maybe you don't remember, but when you were all drunk, you said that, you know, you really loved me and you love the family. And to show you, you said that Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai told you that you should say that just to show the sign that you're not mad and that you're this and for a new future, that you're giving me, the woman says, the right to take anything that I want from the house. I could take anything I want. One thing from the house. I could take the whole safe from the house. I could take all the golden chandeliers. I could take anything that I want from the house. The most valuable thing. So he said, yeah, I think I remember that I said that. She said, so, well, that's what I did. I said, what do you mean? I took you. Because you're the most valuable thing. Now you're my property. You're my property. You told me, you said I can take anything I want. I took you. So he said, that's pretty interesting. That's what Rabbi Shimon said. Yeah, so they went back to Rabbi Shimon, and Rabbi Shimon said, that's it. She took you. Now you should get married again, remarried, and now you'll have a new mazel. Right? The suffering that you suffered because you didn't have any children, and the fact that you got divorced, which is not a good thing, is that changed your whole mazel, changed everything that happened. And sure enough, they got remarried and they had children. So here we see Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai is such a great man that he thought of this trick to do for these people, these simple people, only in order that they should have children. How important it is, each and every Jew. As we'll talk about more, God willing, tomorrow.
Thank you.
My feeling. Thank you. My pleasure.